Afternoon. My name is Pedro Delgado. It's my beautiful wife, Carrie Delgado. And today, together we serve the Northeast region. You guys here this morning? You know, we get the privilege and the honor to introduce the guest speakers. And I gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous. I am. I want to do it justice because that's how much they mean to us. I do. God put them in our lives at a time, at a season in our lives where we needed healing. God put them in our lives in a season where I needed to learn how to deal with the traumas of my childhood to be a better husband, if you know what I'm saying. And that was when we first met them. And I remember just, it had to be a big change, but over and over and over, I felt like this is good for our marriage. Getting close to them. And you either have them to thank or blame Northeast because they kind of brought us into ministry. All right, so if you have any qualms about it, just blame them. But no, we are, just to kind of give you a little insight as to who Johnny is. First time I met him, right, this was before he convinced me to come back and be in the ministry with him. And I had moved up to New Jersey, and I had just gotten there. I was 2 days in. I was living in a brother's household, and we were like, let's go play basketball. And so we all show up, and everybody's like saying hi, but I didn't know anybody. And we start playing, and there's this older gentleman there. I'm not gonna tell you who it was. You might know who it was. And the guy was like, I'll guard him. Now, I was younger at the time. All right, I was more prideful. And in my head, I was like, God can't guard me. I was like, give me the ball. And I was. And then we started playing, and this guy was like hanging with me, right? And I was like, and I started getting like mad, and I started getting a little more physical with him. Throwing little elbows, and I couldn't get into his head. And I remember thinking like, I can't get into this guy's head. And afterwards, we're all drinking water, we're all like, saying what's up. And then finally one of the guys is like, oh, by the way, Pedro, this is our leader. He's the evangelist of the church. I felt like I had like a full confessional. Like 30 minutes of playing, like it was. But that's his personality. Like he doesn't lord over you ever. Like his goal is to like just connect with you, and that's what I've always felt. Someone likened him to like a ninja surgeon, I think, one time. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, in deep time, when you're with him, you don't even know that you're going through deep time. That's like the ninja part. It's like you're just having fun, you're just getting together, and the next thing you know, you walk away and you feel a little hurt, like something happened, but you also feel like healthier, almost, right? Like you've been helped, and so you're like, yeah, it's like a surgeon. That's the surgeon part, right? And so, yeah, that's what you're getting. We love them to death. Carrie's going to show a little bit about Mama Glow, that's what I call her. But, welcome them when they come up, please.
Amen. Yes, we love them so much. You guys, if I've had the pleasure of meeting you, you might have more in common with Glori than you even know. Because one of our Glori and Johnny, because one of our first most meaningful encounters, I was pregnant. And since I've been pregnant for the majority of the last 10 years, many of you have had a similar experience. But no, I think it was a perfect time for us to just land in your arms. You guys are amazing. Glori has taught me to just relentlessly and with no shame seek after God, to look to Jesus, to keep my eyes fixed on him, no matter the muck that life throws in to blurry my vision. You've taught me that it's okay if my eyeballs perspire a little bit. Those are Glori's words, perspire a little bit. Because God collects our tears in a bottle. She reminds me that I have a garden in heaven that he's preparing, and he's watering this garden with my tears, so to let him out. She is the sweetest, most gentle, most kind, intuitive, caring soul. But she's also Glori from the block, because she is from New York, so you'll hear that a little bit too. And that came out in due time sometime as well. With our marriage, I could tell on Pedro anytime. I could come to Glori and I would tell on him. But you know what she would always do? She would be like, before you tattle, let's make sure that you talk to God about it first. And then the Glori from the block would come out and she's like, and just remember, you're talking to him about his son. Okay? So I think that is something that I still hold on to because that touched my mama, my boy mama bear heart. I have a boy. And you know, when somebody's messing with your boy, it just hurts, it hits. And so now I remember that. I remember to check my heart and to check my part in my complaint as I take it to God. You know, I could go on and on, guys. You guys mean so much. You're so special. And honestly, you guys will see it for yourselves. So I'll stop. Love you.
Before the Delgados come, let's stand.